Hi, I'm Max from Flastio. In this video, I'm going to walk you through on how to best summarize your projects in a way that is business friendly and attracts recruiters and employers. Whether you're working on a small coursework project, extracurricular project, or an internship project, it's important for you to summarize it at the end of the journey so you can upload it in your professional portfolio to land your dream job. Our framework recommends for you to break down your project summary file into 6 distinct sections. First, you start with the problem statement. In this slide, you explain the existing situation, the expected situation, and paint a picture of the gap that you were trying to close. For certain projects like research projects, you may want to use an objective statement instead of a problem statement. It's best practice to talk about who are the customers or stakeholders of the project. Who are you trying to solve this problem for? And lastly, mention something about the scope of the project. Next section is about your methodology. We recommend for you to use 1 to 2 slides to paint a picture of your way of thinking from having a problem statement and working through it towards an outcome. We recommend that you break down this section into 3 subsections. Start with inputs. What kind of information or data did you gather as a result of this project? It could be voice of the customer survey that you ran or data that you collected by observing the process. Second is about your methodology towards analyzing that information or data. And third is about your way of landing on a conclusion. Speaking of conclusion, next you talk about your outcomes. Your outcomes could be a set of solutions, it could be recommendations, options, or hypotheses that you approved or disapproved. Here you start injecting your point of view into your project summary file. This section should be concise but self-explanatory. If you're using graphs or tables, make sure that you explain your interpretation. You don't want to leave that to your audience to draw their own conclusion. Next 3 sections is about high-level thinking. You start with answering a so what question. You explain what was the significance of solving such a problem. For purely scientific or research projects, you can explain what would be the real-world significance of solving such a problem. Here, you can connect the dots from a small project to a bigger picture business problem. It's important to have a point of view and express your point of view. Employers like candidates that they can draw their own independent conclusions. Here you talk about your learnings. You want to go beyond theoreticals and talk about the experiences that you gained as a result of this project. Employers care far more about your approach towards learning versus just achieving an outcome. You want to explain how by doing this project you actually grew into a better professional. You want to explain how doing this project helped you develop new perspectives about the topics of the project. And lastly, if this was a group project, make sure that you mention what you learned about working with others. Finally, you want to talk about what could you do differently. Paint a picture of your approach towards reflection. Think about every step of the project and think about what could you do to make it better if you had another chance of doing this project. This was just a high-level summary of our framework on how to best summarize your projects for your professional portfolio. If you're interested to learn more, we have a detailed guideline that you can download from the link in the description. Thank you and have a great day.